What's going on, everybody? I'm Captain Adam, and why don't you come thrifting with me? Come on, it'll be fun. Let's go. Alright, here we go, and just a little bit of a disclaimer here. This adventure really yielded hardly any results. All the sections I normally check in these thrift store adventure videos really had nothing new since the last thrift store adventure, so this was sort of a humdrum excursion to the old thrift store today. But before you hit before you cancel out this video, stop watching, I want you to know, though, that I was very surprised when I came across their holiday section and happened upon a rather huge crop of spooky stuff or Halloween decorations. Now, this may not look like much to you, but for this store and for April, this is a lot of spooky stuff, so let's check it out. Here's a pretty cool little just tabletop display of a haunted house that does light up, but not currently. You have to put new batteries in it, but that's still pretty neat. Like what, $4? Here's a little fortune teller carriage that lights up as well. Here's a spooky pirate ship that lights up as well. Here's a fun house that also lights up, and here's a little Halloween countdown thingy-mabob. That's pretty neat. Now, all this stuff is like relatively recent, so they're not vintage whatsoever, but it's still cool to come across spooky stuff in the wild, especially in April. Usually they don't have any spooky stuff. Oh, look at this piece right here. Nice Frankenstein's monster candy bowl. $10. I don't know about that, but it looks like he talks. Let's see if we can get him to work here. Okay, so the answer is yes, he does work. That's pretty neat. Let's see what else he says. Okay, so I wonder if he has more than... Here we go, let's see. What's it? Okay. Oh, what a delightful little piece this is. Yeah, it's definitely a nice, trick-or-treat candy bowl. That's pretty cool. Frankenstein's monster stuff is always cool to find. You don't really find a lot of it out there, but it does exist, and here's a good example of it. Frankenstein's monster, what a guy, what a monster. Oh, is he really a monster? I think it's we that are the real monsters. But that's neither here nor there. Let's check out the rest of the spooky section here. Some random bag Halloween stuff here. That's cute little tombstones. That's pretty interesting. Let's see what else we got here. Jack-o'-lantern buckets for trick-or-treat treats. Some just random stuff. Eyeball ping pong balls. Always a nice touch. What's this? Oh, another... Oh, it's a spooky town from Lomax, the model train company. They have like a spooky town. Spooky. It's been said. Yeah, it's like a Halloween thing for if you do model trains. There's like Halloween town kind of stuff. It's pretty neat. I think it's Lomax. I'm not sure if that's what the real name is. Hey, look at that. That's a nice little vampire cat pillow. That's nice. Here's some items that are meant to look vintage, but they aren't. But they still look pretty cool. There's a little jack-o'-lantern pot thing. There's a scary, spooky cat cookie jar, I think. I'm not really sure what that is. Neat stuff. All right, so like I said, this really wasn't that big of a excursion. There really wasn't much inventory-wise. Oh, look, a Tasmanian devil stuffed animal. I don't know, where are you at on stuffed animals in thrift stores? Do you buy used stuffed animals or plushies? Because they're a breeding ground of all kinds of stuff because there's so much room for things to hide in. I mean, bed bugs, fleas, not to mention the microscopic problems. I don't know. I don't even bother with plush stuff. But how about you? What do you feel about plushy stuff in thrift stores? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, kind of a humdrum visit to the thrift store this time, but that happens. I mean, sometimes they don't have the inventory, or they don't have the time to put it out and price it and all this. So, stuff happens. But, the Halloween stuff was pretty cool to find. And I did, of course, always check out the electronics section, which wasn't terrible. Let's take a look. And by not being terrible, I mean they actually do have a lot of stuff in here, but whether or not you want it, that's, neither here nor there. There's some landline phones. Does anybody still have landline phones? Let me know in the comments below. Just some random weird fly-by-night electronic stuff, gimmicks and whatnot, fax machines. There's the Scriptomatic that was here from the last thrift store adventure, which is a very interesting relic. Definitely look it up. Look at this, a VHS rewinder for $10. What are you, insane? Yeah, that's sort of way too much for a product that really wasn't used when it was not obsolete. I mean, what was the point of a VHS rewinder? I guess to save your VCR or the strain. VHS rewinders never really made much sense to me, but that's all right. And the thing is, you can't even test this unless you have a VHS tape on you, because they don't work unless you put one in and close the lid. There's no on switch. It comes on automatically when you put a tape in, so you can't even test to see if this works. $10 for this, absolutely overpriced. But still, it's always cool to find VHS stuff in the wild, no matter what it is. So yeah, this is cool. Certainly not going to buy it, and I hope nobody does, but I'm sure somebody will. There's a sucker born every second. And I'm not saying there's not a market for this kind of stuff, because there certainly is, but the thing is, this is a thrift store. Like I always say, it's a thrift store. It's not a flea market. It's not an antique store. It's not an auction house. This shouldn't be more than $3. I mean, really, it's something you can't even test unless you carry a VHS tape with you at all times, which who does that? If you do that, you're more weird than I am. And secondly, well, I guess there is no secondly. It's just weird, and it's just $10 is way too much to pay for a tape rewinder from a thrift store. Okay, come on. And plus, it's not even shaped like a car, because for some reason there was a huge market back in the day for VHS tape rewinders that were shaped like cars, and I have gotten a couple of those from this exact location, and they were only $1 each. So this being $10 is just a little hard to take. Well, this is kind of a lame trip today, but I did come across something interesting in a section I never check. I came across this beautiful blood red glassware that apparently belonged to Dracula. It was Dracula's punch bowl set, apparently. All this just beautiful red glass. But the problem here is they want just too much for it. I mean, they didn't price it as a set, which they really should have, but they priced everything individually at $3 a pop. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. They should have just wrapped the whole thing up and sold it for $15 or $20. They would have sold it, but still, the price is very disheartening. And because this is a very beautiful set, and I'm not even into glassware, but this is just really, really spooky and kind of sexy, and well, just like I said, it looks like Dracula owned this. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, unfortunately, that's going to about do it for today's thrift store adventure. Like I said, there really wasn't much going on in here today. All the Halloween stuff was cool, but not much else. So, well, I appreciate you watching and hanging in there. There will be better thrift store adventures to come. There has to be. Sometimes that's just the roll of the dice when it comes to thrift store hunting. Sometimes you go to a store, they just don't have a lot of stuff out. They haven't had a chance to do inventory or to restock, or maybe they even haven't even gotten new shipments in. Who knows? There's a lot of things that go into this, a lot of variables. So it's just the luck of the draw today. But I really appreciate you watching, and take care out there and go with God. And I'll see you next time. Bye.